guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get the perfect Instagram photos at music festivals. My name is Aid. I am a festival content creator. I have a blog, I have a YouTube channel, all these things with tips and tricks on how to enjoy your festivals, how to prepare, things like that. And I just wanted to do this video because I don't know about you guys, but I care about my Instagram. I know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and be like, no, I don't care about my Instagram. I care. And I know a lot of you care as well about getting that fire Instagram pic for festival season. And the reason why we care is because we spend all this time getting our outfits ready, wanting to look good, and we spend all this time going to the gym, eating right, doing all these things, and we just want to make sure we get that one picture that we can post to the gram and make everyone look jealous and make the guy that we hate jealous and all these things. So I thought, why not put a little video together and give you guys some tips on how to get that perfect Instagram at music festivals. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to vibe with me and join the little vibe tribe. I love you guys so much. You can also find me on social media at Vibe with Aid. Oh, just as like a disclaimer before I even start anything, these are just tips, and this is basically me joking kind of like taking a good Instagram photo and whatnot. Like, I'm just trying to help you people out here. Don't take it so seriously, just have fun with it. I thought that this was a super fun blog post to write, so I'll link that down below. But I'm just trying to help all you Instagram baddies out there. Don't lie to yourself and be like, I hate Instagram. Yeah, okay, it's still there. If you want a good fire pic, follow these tips, you know? But you don't have to listen to everything I say. Okay. We're gonna get into this video. So this video is mainly gonna be about getting the actual photo at whatever festival you're at. If you want me to do another video about like captions, hashtags, other tricks I've learned while I've been building my Instagram, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, any of that stuff. But this is mainly gonna be about how to get that photo, like how to get that perfect prime photo. So the little formula I've created, it kind of comes out to BLPPE. So BLPPE is the formula to take a good photo. So you remember that while you're at a festival and you want to snap some good pictures, BLPPE. So you have background, lighting, picture taker, pose, props, and editing. All those things is kind of what comes into getting that perfect Instagram. I've kind of figured it out from the photos I've taken, which ones have done well, which ones haven't done well, and kind of why they did. And I will show you guys kind of like a screen share of pictures that I like too as well, to give you guys a couple ideas of what you could be doing. So the first one, background. So what I always do is I always try and get photos at wherever we're staying first, and then I'll get some photos inside the festival. This is just in case I get caught up in like the whirlwind of the festival, like, and I don't stop and take any photos. I'm sure some of you have had this problem where you go into the festival and you're like, I didn't even come out with any photos. Like, what the heck? Like, I'm so sad. My outfit was so cute. What the heck? I always get some photos and try to find like a good backdrop wherever we're staying, whether it's there's a white wall, there's a colorful wall, there's just something where someone can just grab a couple pics really quick, even if it's in the street. I don't know. I've seen some people like take photos at their hotel. Well, and then I've even seen people like take pictures in like camping grounds at like Electric Forest and like Coachella, or like just outside of the festival in like the parking lot. Like, I've seen some good photos there. And then inside the festival, you can find whatever cool backdrop you want. I've seen people that like whatever their outfit is, they'll try and find something that matches with it or that goes along with a certain theme that they have. That's what I kind of did for EDC or like Coachella. I would like day one Coachella, like this outfit, I really want to do it in front of the Do Lab, or I really like this outfit, I think it would go good with like a stage behind me kind of backdrop. Like, I've seen some people do that, I do that. And like Beyond Wonderland, I was in like, I did like a Queen of Hearts theme, and so I got a picture with like the backdrop of like the lake and everything, but then the other outfit was more of like a trippier print, so then I got a picture with like next to a mushroom on the second day. So you kind of can do different things like that, just like have fun with it and find super cool backdrops. Like, I know Buku just happened and they had like super cool like neon-y signs, so find stuff like that. Find like different art installations that you like that fit with like your outfit and what you're thinking, and just like have fun with that. Okay, and then the second one is lighting. So lighting is hard to come by sometimes at festivals, I will say this. If you're at like a daytime festival, a nighttime festival, lighting can be a little tricky to come by. So you kind of have to figure out the ways to get the best lighting. And so if it's super bright out and you try and get a picture, throw some sunglasses on or something, because like the sun is literally gonna be right in your eyes. One thing to note about that is just whoever is taking the photo, make sure they're getting it from an angle where their shadow isn't like on you, or there isn't any crazy shadows on you. I've seen some pictures where like you could totally see like the camera person's shadow going on that person. What I always look for if it's a super bright out day is I look for shade. Whether there's like a wall that's casting some shade that you could go in front of that wall. I wish there was like a diagram or something that, or I had a picture where I can show how I do this.
So I was actually able to find two good examples of this. This is at a friend's place at a pregame where we took some photos. And the first one is what you'll notice. The sun is directly on us, but it's casting a weird shadow with me and Gabby. Like Gabby and I looked like one person with that shadow. And it was also hard to get the camera person to not have a shadow on us, but you don't see that in the photo. You don't see their shadow. And then the second photo is where you'll see that there was shade coming from that wall from where the sun was at. So the sun wasn't directly on us and it was giving this nice lighting for that photo. So if that made any sense to you guys, I hope it does. Basically what you just want is to not have the sun directly on you and just to have a nice shaded area where the sun is still providing some light, but it's not just directly on you, if that makes sense.
So I just look for a wall that has some shade, that has no direct sunlight on it, and then I'll go take a picture there. If there's trees around, like under a tree could be good if it's giving some nice shade. I always try and find some type of shade. I will get some pictures in the sun if it like the sun is at a good point. And then as the sun starts to set, we get to what's called golden hour, baby. And it's at places like Coachella. Everywhere gets a little bit of a golden hour. Like EDC gets a little bit of a golden hour. And it's when the sun starts to set and starts to go behind something that it casts this really nice orangey sunset tone that is just beautiful to take photos in. And like I have a couple photos at this time that were like super great. This is always what I say is like a good time to get photos. So always be on the lookout for that and get some good pics like that. Another thing is that if the sun is still out and hasn't gone behind anything, I know I have some friends that went to Beyond Wonderland. Same thing, that just make sure you don't get the person's shadow. As we get into nighttime, there's different things that you can play around with. If there's like something that's like super lit up that can like light up your face, whether you're like surrounded by rides and like Ferris wheels and stuff like that, if there's like an LED wall that you can like kind of put yourself up against and like that lights you up, you could do something like that. There's two different things when it comes to flash. You can either do regular flash setting and play around with that. If you're at a stage and the lights are going super crazy, I don't know if you'll get the best photo, depending if you're super close to the stage. If you're far out from the stage, you might get a really good photo. It just depends on the timing and whoever's taking the picture, if they're really good at taking flash pictures. If you don't trust the people around you, have one of your friends turn on their flashlight and like light you up, and then the person just takes the photo without flash. I've seen some really good photos come out of this, and so that's what I always recommend. If I see someone struggling to get a photo, I always put my flashlight on and then and I tell the person don't take any photos with flash, and then usually some good ones come out of that, because the focus is just a little bit better when it's not on flash, that you can like focus it a lot better, and when you have someone lighting you up, it just helps a lot more. It just depends on who's taking the photo and what other lighting you're kind of working with. That is all I will say about lighting. I think you will be able to find some good lighting regardless if it's daytime, nighttime. If it's cloudy even, sometimes cloudy pictures come out really well. Like the Rave with me Gente shoot I did, it was a cloudy day and like we made it work. Just keep on trying it out and experimenting with different things. Have fun with it. The next one is picture taker. I'm not coming for anyone for this, but I say there are 3 types of picture takers in this world. You have someone like my dad. I love you, Dad, if you're watching this, but he's a one and done kind of guy. He takes the photo and he's like, that's it, I only took one photo. And I'm like, oh, okay, that was my one chance to get that photo. Then you have someone like, I don't even know if I have someone like this, but you always have that one friend who you absolutely love so much. She like takes photos for you, but she's just not good at it. Like, she'll take a bunch of photos for you, but like you're blurry, you look ugly, you look fat, your eyes are closed in half of them, and you're like, oh, how do I tell her that like this isn't gonna work? And then you have someone like my roommate Jess. Oh, we love Jess because she gets all the photos from the different angles. She goes high, she goes low. She tells me how to pose and how to fix my leg or like fix how I look or something. She is the best. Everyone needs a Jess in their life. Find your Jess and utilize her. And if you have someone that's more of like the other two, just give them a little feedback and just be like, hey, I just need a couple more. When it comes to asking for photos, I'm always just, a lot of my friends understand that like festivals are my time to get content, and I have a lot of brand collaborations that I have to get pictures for them at these festivals. So I'm always just like, can you do this for me really quick? And then I always am like, do you want a photo? And I make sure to take photos of them and use the same amount of detail that they did for me. So if you are asking someone to take their photos, make sure you are doing it for them if they need photos or whatever. And if someone asks you to take a photo, just politely take it for them. Don't get annoyed by it. People are just trying to capture the moment, have something to remember. Even if it's not for Instagram, some people just want to look back on these photos because they love going to festivals. They want to remember this festival and have a little like memento to remember it by. So someone kindly asks you to take a photo, just kindly do it for them and move along in your festival experience. And this is always why I tell people to go to the festival early, because that's the time to take photos. You don't have any sets you need to see. No one has really any sets that they have to go see. So you can take some time and get some really good photos and really good content. The next thing is pose. And I'm not gonna lie, I would always do the same pose. I would always do the hand on the hip, we're good to go. I've been trying to play around a lot more with posing since I've been
doing some modeling.
Since I've just been doing more content creation, I feel like I have to switch up the poses and stuff. I can't just keep on doing the same thing. So I've just been really trying different things. I know people always say this, and I always used to be like, it's not that simple, but I just practice in the mirror and I like see how my body feels with it, so that when I'm at the festival, I'm like, okay, this is how it's supposed to feel. That's gonna look good, or like whatever. If I liked a photo on Instagram, then I would just bookmark it and I would like remember that. Not that I would copy that pose, but I would like be like, oh, I like that. It would be really cool to get a photo like that or something. And I would just like throw that pose into like when someone's taking a bunch of pictures, I would just like throw that pose in or something and try it out. And that's definitely something I recommend, is just to practice, see what you like, see what looks good, what makes you feel comfortable, what makes you feel good, and whatnot. Props. Props can really be anything. It could be like a headband, it could be like a totem, it could be literally anything. I see a lot of people that like they'll go to festivals and they'll have like some type of prop with them that kind of completes the outfit, or they'll have a totem, or you'll have like a fun accessory of some sort, like a boa or like a scarf, pashmina or whatever. Sunglasses are a really great prop that you can utilize to make your photos like stand out or make it just more fun. I also put like props / people. So like if you have a boyfriend, significant other, girlfriend, whatever, you have a group, you have friends, oh my god. I mean, you have like a group that you can all get a photo in. You have your festy bestie, you guys are wearing matching outfits. Just have fun with it and get photos that show who you are and show the people that you love going to festivals with. I think I try my best. I know my feed can be a lot of like me, but I'll throw in like a picture of me and my friend Lena and like talk about how we met at Electric Forest, or I'll throw in a photo of me and my boyfriend and talk about how it's like our 1 year anniversary since we met, or like stuff like that, and I'll put like a nice story behind it or whatever. But if it's just a solo picture of me, like I'll have fun with the shades, I'll play around with the hat, I'll do stuff to kind of highlight those accessory pieces as well as like the outfit I'm wearing or something. Or if it's like shoes, I'll like do like a shoe pic where I'm like kind of seated and like I'm doing the pic as if I'm sitting down. You get what I'm saying. But props can be super fun and add to the whole photo. The last thing I will talk about is editing. So what I use for editing, let me pull it up. I use VSCO and I use Lightroom for mobile. So I'll use Lightroom, and I got a preset that was like $1. So I got this preset on Lightroom, and I'll first edit the photos in here and I'll put the preset on there, and then I'll go to VSCO and I've created kind of my own preset in VSCO, and then I'll add it to it. Then what I do use, because I'm annoying, I have this app called Plan, Plann, and it basically plans out what my grid looks like. And so I make sure that I like the editing I did matches the aesthetic that's here. Yeah, I'm annoying. And then there's also like another app called Aviary, which is really good, has really good different like effects that you can put on photos, like those light leaks, like trippy effects, stuff like that.
So I thought I'd show you guys how exactly I edit. So I'm in Lightroom, I go to my preset, I put that on, and I see if I want to make any adjustments to that, but this looks good as is. So I save it, and then I'll go into Visco. I'll open the same photo, and then I'll go in, edit it. I'll add the recipe is what they call it. It's like a preset, same thing. I make sure my brightness is all the way up to make sure that I like the coloring of it. I'll play around with the exposure a little bit to see which I like better. If I want to make it more bold or not, saturation. This is just fixing kind of like my skin tone. And then I'll play around with like the contrast. And then the last thing I always play with is the white balance and fixing the temperature. This just makes it either more blue or more orange, depending on the type of aesthetic you're going for. And then I'll save it. And then if I wanted to add any effects to the photo, I could go into Camly, not Aviary, Camly. And there's like a shift, which kind of makes it like a little bit of like a trippy print. I'm over exaggerating. That's not exactly how I'd edit, but just so you could see the effects. And then there's light leaks and stuff like that. So say if I really like this one, I would apply it and then I'd save it, go into plan, add it to my grid to see how it looks. And if I like the look of it, then it stays, and then I'll post it to Instagram. And that's how I edit.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys capture some really great Instagram pics. I'm so excited to see them. If you do happen to capture any Instagram photos and you use my little BLPPE formula, then be sure to do hashtag VWA tribe. Vibe with a tribe, hashtag VWA tribe on your Instagram photos. I'd love to see them and love to check them out. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button to join the little vibe tribe. I love you guys so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.